Everybody, Jeff, your executive gardener. Thanks for joining me for another episode. There's a few deer back there. Looks like 3 and a baby in the backyard. Of course, you know I have a big fence. They can't get around that. But anyway, that's not why we're here. So we're going to take a look at a garden update here. Third week in August. And as you can see, it's going nuts. The garden's going absolutely nuts. The tomato plants, the pepper plants, etc. And pickling cucumbers. So as we get down here and take a look at this, you'll see, hold on, let me have the camera issues here. You'll see that the tomatoes are just going nuts. Completely wild. And this tomato plant, I've just never seen more tomatoes with just about every flower turning into a fruit. I mean, it's just packed, it's loaded. And it produces some beautiful red tomatoes like such. So this one's doing really good. This is a Baxter red early tomato. So that's doing really well. You can see just completely loaded. Right here we have a Corno di Toro pepper, and these provide unbelievably, if you've ever had this Corno di Toro, that's how it's spelled right there, and they produce these beautiful long peppers, and these are sweet frying pepper, and you can see based on the size of my hand the size of the pepper. So it's very, very nice sized pepper, and they turn red, very sweet. That's doing well. And then over here we've got the mushroom basket tomato. There's one right there, and you can see what they look like. A little bit different looking. I picked a few of them off. Again, unbelievable amount of fruit production. We got some pepper plants there. We've got a Jimmy Nardello pepper under here. This did okay. I think it's getting blocked from sun from this giant tomato plant. What I've also done here is I have, let me get untangled here. I have grown some cucumbers that are coming off here, and they're putting off, as you'll see, some pickling cucumbers, and I already took a number of them off. And let me just show you an example of what one looks like. So I've taken probably about 25 of these off my numerous cucumber plants, and I've made dill pickles with them. This is a tomato that came off of this plant right here, and this is a Boxcar Willie tomato. Good sized, beautiful tomato. There's the plant, and again, if you see, just completely loaded with these size tomatoes. And it's growing in a rather small 15, 20 gallon bag, but you can see the amount of tomatoes that are in there. And there's another one, red one, I'm getting ready to pick. Anyway, Boxcar Willie's a great tomato as well. Over here we've got the black seaman tomatoes. Again, as I said before, this is my favorite tomato. You can see the size of this tomato. It's going to be about a little less than a pound probably when it's done. It's getting red and looks like a typical heirloom tomato, as you'll see there. There's another black seaman tomato right here, as you see. And those are black tomatoes. Now with those plants, they don't produce a tremendous amount of tomatoes, but they get pretty good in size. And then over here, I've just got cucumbers galore. So this is a cucumber plant that is just completely taking over and growing out of control. There's pickling cucumbers everywhere. And again, I get these cucumber plants that produce probably about 8 female flowers to 1 male flower. So the bees do the work, and they reward me and they pollinate the flowers for me, the female and male flowers. As you'll see there, this is more of these mushroom basket tomatoes. All of them are doing well. There's a few leaves that are getting a little bit yellow there, but overall, everything is doing beautifully, as you see. So this is all grown in a 10-foot bed. I've got some other stuff growing on the other side in my green stalk garden, but as you'll see, it's going nuts. Now, I want to share a little secret. When we've had, the heat's been up there a little bit this year, and one of the things that I've really focused on is fertilizing this year and watering. So I don't seem to have any blossom end rot this year, and I use a lot of magnesium and calcium in the beds, so they don't seem to create any. I haven't seen one tomato with blossom end rot so far. Consistent watering, another thing that we do very consistently. We water, and then I fertilize every week. That's why these plants, I feel, look so well. And with this heat and with the hard thunder showers we get, a lot of the fertilizer that could be in the soil could be leached out, and you just got to keep refertilizing. And as a result, I probably have, I don't know, 3 to 4 times more fruit production than I've had in prior years. But again, this is my first year growing up in the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. It's much easier, shorter season, but much easier to grow and avoid blight and the extreme weather. So that's all I have for you. This is my video, and we'll focus in on some of the deer out there. They're still having a blast eating out there. There's 1 buck and 3 doe. So that's it. Hope you've enjoyed this quick August update on the Executive Gardener channel. See you next time. Bye for now.